This is The Scoop for Tuesday.
I'm Juanita Hurtado Huérfano with the WMNF News headlines. Tampa Council member Viera announced his resignation from District 7. Viera will be running for the Florida House of Representatives in District 67 later this year. He has served in the Tampa City Council for nearly a decade. According to Spectrum News, Viera leaves District 7 on November 2nd. A small group of protesters gathered outside the St. Petersburg City Hall last Saturday. They called on city leaders to end their partnership with ICE through the 287G agreement. WMNF's Daria Miranova reports that demonstrators said the issue was deeply personal.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy.
The protesters held signs and spoke against the local government's participation in the 287G program. The agreement allows local police and sheriff's deputies to act as immigration enforcement officers. Lamarck Stillings said the issue impacts entire communities, not just individual residents.
When I see someone, getting kidnapped or taken off the street, it's not just another person. It's, that's my neighbor, that's my best friend, that's that's the guy who sat behind me in French class in high school, and so we have to stand up for these people, these community members.
New data shows Florida leads the nation in immigration enforcement activities this year, with about 9,900 ICE arrests recorded as of March 10. Organizers from the Tampa Bay Immigrant Solidarity Network said the protest was an effort to stay visible and show consistent support for immigrant communities. For WMNF News, I'm Daria Miranova.
Yesterday, NextEra Energy, the parent company of Florida Power and Light, announced a deal to purchase Dominion Energy. The deal will be around $67 billion and could take up to 18 months to be finalized. It is still subject to approval by the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission and the Nuclear Regulatory Commission. The deal will combine two of the largest utility providers on the East Coast and comes as energy demand is expected to surge in the coming years, partly due to the growth of artificial intelligence and the large data centers needed to power the technology. A short documentary highlights the rise of St. Petersburg neighborhood premier. WMNF's Chris Young reports on the film titled District Lines, The Rise of the Warehouse Arts District.
The 28-minute documentary was completed by the city of St. Petersburg last fall. It captures the history and future of the Warehouse Arts District, west of downtown St. Petersburg, starting from its scrappy beginnings. Rob Kabusta is a founding member of the Warehouse Arts District Association.
The campus for the Warehouse Arts District was the pits. We had a junkyard dog here when we bought it. Not a friendly one either.
The film features many artists working in the district, as well as both the former and current mayors of St. Petersburg. It also addresses the harsh realities of affordability for artists in the city.
St. Petersburg has lost a number of artists because we've become unaffordable. One of our goals is to provide or somehow arrange for affordable housing for artists.
According to the film, the Warehouse Arts District Association is exploring funding options for an affordable artist housing development providing 40 to 60 artist live-work spaces. The full documentary is available on YouTube. Find a link at WMNF.org. Chris Young, WMNF News.
Florida will receive the first installment of the promised $608 million to pay for the immigration detention center known as Alligator Alcatraz. That's according to the Florida Phoenix, which reports the federal government's reimbursement will begin with a $58 million transfer. It is unclear what specific invoices will be covered or how many installments will be made before the full grant is paid. The first payment also comes as the New York Times reports the center is closing. Today, it will be partially cloudy with some thunderstorms and highs in the low 90s. Tonight, it will be partially cloudy and humid with lows in the low 70s. Tomorrow, it will be cloudy and rainy with highs in the low 90s. I'm Juanita Hurtado Huérfano with the WMNF News headlines.
This is The Scoop, recorded at WMNF Tampa.